Okay, so let's dive in. Imagine trying to capture, well, everything, not just what's in front of you, but like a whole sphere of memory you can explore later.
Hmm.
Or, getting shots that look like they came from a drone, but you're just standing there holding this little camera.
Right. And that's where this piece of tech we're looking at today comes in, the Insta360 X5. It really promises to blur those lines.
Exactly. So this is our deep dive into the X5, the latest in 360 and action cams.
Indeed. And it's been called staggeringly versatile, which is quite the claim. It even snagged an Editor's Choice Award.
So our mission really is to unpack why. What makes it so versatile? Does it actually make creating this kind of, complex 360 content easier for you, the listener?
Yeah, we need to figure that out. We'll look at the features, the design,
Hmm.
how it actually works as a creative tool.
Because the idea is you can get, well, pretty remarkable results without a ton of effort.
Or, if you are willing to put in the effort, something truly exceptional.
And yeah, we definitely have to talk about that invisible selfie stick. How on earth does that work? It just vanishes.
It's a big part of the appeal. And yeah, the source material backs up that staggeringly versatile idea.
Mhm.
That award wasn't just handed out lightly.
Okay.
It really hits that sweet spot, producing, remarkable outputs with little effort, but also those breathtaking ones if you're willing to learn.
Which is kind of the holy grail for tech like this, right? Powerful but usable.
Exactly. Balancing professional results with a user-friendly approach.
So, from what we've gathered, it builds on the previous model, the X4. Some key improvements, even if maybe the core specs look similar at first glance.
Right. On paper, some things might seem incremental, but they seem to add up. So what does that mean for actually using it?
Let's start with the basics, maybe the sensors.
Good place to start. Okay, so the X5 has larger image sensors. Now, that's not just tech jargon.
Right, what does it mean practically?
It means better low-light performance. Significantly better, it seems. So think shooting at dusk, concerts, maybe nighttime cityscapes. Stuff that would usually get really noisy and unusable.
Okay, so cleaner footage and tricky lighting. That's big.
Huge. And then there are the user-replaceable lenses.
Ah, yes. Anyone who's ever dropped an action cam.
Exactly. It takes away that constant fear of a scratch basically ruining the whole camera. That's a game changer for peace of mind.
That is a massive relief, honestly. I've definitely sidelined cameras because of one annoying scratch. And the waterproofing, it's deeper now.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Down to 49 feet, which is what, almost 15 meters? No extra case needed.
Wow.
Plus, they added this new hexagonal wind guard thing on the front, supposed to help with audio.
Okay, so practical stuff. Better waterproofing, potentially better audio. How much difference does that make out in the field?
I mean, there are fundamental improvements, really. Less worry about rain or, dropping it near water.
Right.
And better wind reduction is crucial. If you're skiing, biking, even just at the beach, wind noise can just obliterate your audio.
Mm.
So cleaner sound is a big plus.
Yeah, nothing worse than great video with unusable audio. These aren't flashy, maybe, but they sound like they improve the core experience.
Totally. Reliability, quality of the raw capture.
Hmm.
It all starts there.
Okay, so beyond the guts and the durability, what about the actual feel of it, the physical design? Action cams need to be easy to handle.
For sure. Visually, it still has that classic Insta360 dual lens look, very much like the X4.
But you mentioned some tweaks.
Yeah, subtle things. The front isn't ribbed anymore. It's got this sort of geometric pattern. And that new wind guard is quite noticeable on the front bike.
Okay, and the screen?
The touchscreen on the back got a little bigger, went from 2.5 inches on the X4 up to 2.7 on the X5.
Does it make much difference? Is it brighter?
The source didn't give specific brightness numbers, but it did say it's more than bright enough for outdoor use, even in bright sunlight.
Which is absolutely vital for an action camera. You have to be able to see what you're doing.
No question. Framing shots in bright sun can be impossible otherwise.
All right, so good practical design, durable build. Let's get to the juicy part, the image quality. The resolution, what's the headline figure?
Okay, the big one is 8K. It can shoot full 360-degree video at 8K resolution, 30 frames per second.
8K, that's huge.
It is. It means incredibly sharp footage, loads of detail, gives you massive flexibility later if you want to reframe or crop without it turning into mush.
Mm.
Future-proof, too.
And for smoother motion, action shots.
You've got 5.7K at 60 frames per second. That's still really high res, but gives you that smoother look.
Nice. And slow motion, always fun.
Definitely. It does 4K at 120 frames per second.
Ooh, okay. That's proper slow-mo. Great for capturing, like, split-second action really clearly.
Exactly. Think water splashes, jumps, that sort of thing. Super smooth, really dramatic.
Now, beyond just the resolutions and frame rates, I heard there are some specific modes. What do they let you do?
Yeah, they've got some clever modes baked in. There's one called Instaframe.
Instaframe.
Yeah, it simultaneously records a standard flat video and the full 360 footage, both at 5.7K 30.
Oh, interesting. So you don't have to choose beforehand.
Right. You get both options from one recording, maximizes flexibility later. Then there's single lens video, just using one side.
Like a normal action cam?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
That can go up to 4K 60. Or there's 4K 30 in modes called free frame and me mode.
Free frame. That sounds like reframing.
Exactly. It shoots a flat video, but gives you the ability to change the framing after you shoot. A bit like 360 editing, but for a standard video output.
Okay, useful. And me mode.
That keeps you automatically centered in the shot. Perfect if you're vlogging solo or filming yourself doing something. The camera tracks you.
Huh. It really is like having a mini film crew sometimes.
Pretty much. And
Okay.
one more new one. Pure video mode.
Pure video.
Yeah, that's also 8K 30, but it's specifically tuned for low light. It uses processing to really clean up noise in those darker shots. Makes them much more usable.
So improved sensors and a dedicated low light mode. They're really pushing that angle.
Seems like it. Addressing a common weakness in small sensor cameras.
Okay, let's talk battery. Always the Achilles heel for action cams, right? You're out, no plugs.
Always a concern. Insta360 claims up to 185 minutes on a charge.
185. That's over 3 hours. Seems optimistic.
Well, that's using their specific endurance mode, which is 5.7K at 24 fps with active HDR turned off, so not max settings.
Ah, okay. Still, that's a big jump from the X4's 135 minutes, right?
It is. The battery itself is slightly bigger, 2400 milliamps versus 2290 more.
So real-world use at higher settings will be less, obviously.
Of course, 8K will grain it faster, but the batteries are still swappable.
Right. So you can just carry spares. Easy fix.
Yep. Quick swap, keeps you shooting. Standard procedure for action cams, really.
Okay, now, the magic trick. That invisible selfie stick. It's not just a gimmick, is it? It actually enables different kinds of shots.
Oh, absolutely not a gimmick. It's core to the Insta360 experience. It's all software.
How does it do it?
It uses the footage from both lenses. The algorithms are smart enough to recognize the stick right below the camera and basically stitch the image around it, erasing it from the final 360 view.
So it just stitches it out of existence.
Essentially, yeah, creating this seamless sphere where the stick should be, but isn't.
And that's how you get those impossible-looking shots, like a drone following you.
Exactly. Those top-down views, over the shoulder, the tiny planet effects.
Yeah.
It looks like a floating camera. It's revolutionary, especially if you're filming yourself.
Any catches? Does it always work perfectly?
The source mentioned that sometimes, in very specific lighting, you might see a faint shadow where the stick was. It can occasionally betray its presence, as they put it.
Oh, okay. A minor thing, sounds like.
Yeah, generally it's incredibly effective. Really a standout feature.
Okay, so let's pull back a bit. We've talked specs, features, that Editor's Choice Award. Sounds great, but sometimes those awards can be, well, you know.
A little bit enthusiastic.
Yeah. So looking at everything, where does the X5 really earn that praise? What are the genuine standout points?
I think it genuinely earns it with the 8K 360 video. It's a big step up in quality. The 72 megapixel photos are impressive too.
Okay, resolution is key.
And the user experience. That larger touchscreen helps, but the app seems crucial. Intuitive AI editing presets that tackles the biggest headache with 360 footage. The editing.
Right. Post-production can be a nightmare.
It really can. So making that easier is huge.
Yeah.
Plus the tough build, the waterproofing, the better wind audio. It feels like a complete package.
So a powerful, well-rounded tool. What about the flip side? What should listeners really consider before jumping in?
Well, the main one is probably the price.
How much are we talking?
Standard kit is $549.99 US. That's not insignificant.
Definitely an investment.
Yeah. And despite the AI help, there's still a learning curve for the editing, especially if you want to go beyond the basic templates and do something really custom or cinematic.
Makes sense. It's powerful, so mastering it takes time.
Right. But they do offer bundles. The Essentials bundle is $659.99, and that adds things like a spare battery, fast charger, lens guards, and crucially, the Invisible Selfie Stick itself.
Ah, so the stick isn't included standard.
Doesn't look like it in the base package. So that bundle probably makes sense for most people, makes the cost feel a bit more complete.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive then, the Insta360 X5, it really does seem to push things forward. That 8K video, the 72 MP stills, serious resolution.
Definitely. And the focus on user experience, bigger screen, the AI app features, seems to make handling that power much more approachable.
Yeah, making complex stuff feel simpler is key. and the ruggedness, the waterproofing, better audio. It earns that editor's choice spot, it sounds
I
like.
think so. It's positioned as a top-tier creative tool. Powerful, versatile.
Even with the price and the fact that advanced editing still takes some learning.
Exactly. Those are considerations, but the potential is undeniable.
And features like that invisible stick, the different shooting modes, Instaframe, freeframe, pure video, they genuinely open up new ways to tell stories, right?
Absolutely. You move beyond just pointing a camera.
Wow.
You're capturing entire scenes, getting those unique drone-like shots, handling low light better. It really changes the possibilities.
Yeah, from immersive 360 to those bird's eye views. It's a different way of capturing things.
It transforms how you can document and share what you see and do.
Which leads to a final thought, maybe. If a camera can just erase itself from the picture and give us these views we could never get before, blending reality with these sort of perfect AI-driven edits, what does that do to how we think about capturing memories, or even how we perceive reality itself through these recordings?
That's a deep question. How does this mix of hardware and very smart software keep changing visual storytelling?
And our relationship with the images we capture, something to definitely mull over next time you're thinking about a camera.